Something just about everyone in Maine can agree on. This state has a serious housing crunch. In parts of the state, housing is simply not affordable for more than half people. So what are the solutions? Well, a new partnership is taking a new approach to the problem. And with us here on 207 this evening to talk about it are Jennifer Hawkins, the president of Vesta Housing, which is a nonprofit, Simon Hebert from Hebert Construction in Lewiston, which is a building operation, and Jack Soley, who's a real estate developer with a lot of history in Maine. Thank you all for coming in. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So you've created a partnership called DOMIS, and it's an interesting mix because you're from the nonprofit sector, Jen. These two guys are from the for-profit sector. How did this partnership come about? What was the thinking that you could do?
Yeah, so the three of us are sort of bringing all of our respective talents together. So Vesta Housing has a deep history of developing affordable housing that's deed restricted for low-income individuals, but it's slow. And we have an urgent housing crisis in the state of Maine. And so the opportunity to work with our partners to do something a little bit different, to bring housing to the market faster, was really appealing to Vesta.
One of the things I find interesting about this is what you're focusing on is building housing for middle income workers, not for low income, but for middle income. Why is it so challenging to build housing for middle income people and make money on it, Simon?
So some of it is just the cost of construction these days is always going up. To do it in a privately funded project, there is a cap to what you can invest in and make it affordable based off of what you can sell it on the back end.
Jack, is it fair to say that it is more profitable in Maine these days to build a $1 million dwelling than it is to build a $350,000 dwelling?
When you're building $300,000, $350,000 units, the margins become absurdly slim, right? And so most developers are not going to jump into that arena.
So simply put, profit margins are better for an expensive house than they are for a moderately priced house. You had a groundbreaking in November for a new project called Cloverleaf Terrace in Westbrook. This is the first DOMIS project. What did it feel like to actually put the shovel in the ground and get this thing going?
Traditionally, when Vesta breaks ground on a project, it often takes us 16, 18 months to complete the project. Due to a lot of the efficiencies that Hebert Construction has been able to adapt for this project, we're going to be able to bring it to market much faster. So we're really excited about that. So we're glad to be able to do this alongside our traditional work of developing housing for extremely low income individuals. We think that it all is part of the solution.
Jack, for partnerships like DOMIS to really make an impact, you got to have scale. You can't just build 50 or 100 housing units. I mean, across the state of Maine, we're going to need thousands or tens of thousands. Will a partnership like this really make a difference?
We are just a small piece in what needs to be a much broader scale, but our mission is to create a model that other people can emulate. We hope this becomes not just regional, but super regional, and then nationally people will see what we're doing and say, that's a great thing.
Are you seeing any sign that that is happening, that other developers are watching what you guys are doing and say, we might be able to do something along the same lines?
We're getting a lot of attention, like right now. And so I think this is really good for us, and this is what expands our mission. Exactly. Having Area 207 and other programs look at what we're doing and publicize it, we're getting interview requests from many different sources.
We got to leave it there. We're out of time. Jen, Simon, Jack, thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. If you'd like more information on what DOMIS is all about and what it's doing, you'll find a link in the 207 section of our New Center Maine website or app with a lot more that you can learn. Stay with us. We're going to return in just a moment.